So in the Gospel, Jesus is asking us to pray to the Father, the Lord of the harvest, to send laborers to his harvest. He's asking us to pray for evangelists. So what is it to evangelize? Well, the word comes from the Greek euangelion, which means glad tidings, good news. And in this New Testament time in the culture, Caesar or one of his generals, when they've won a victory, would send a herald ahead of them, proclaiming the glad tidings, the good news. And the first Christians were perhaps a bit edgy in adopting that word for the proclamation of another battle, another king, Jesus, the new king, the new emperor, and his victory. He had gone into the belly of the beast, right into death itself, defeating through his cross, through his crucifixion, the powers of darkness, sin, and death itself. So we have a new king, a new emperor, one that needs to be proclaimed to the whole world. And in Scotland, as Father said, and we haven't got that much information about him, St. Ninian was the first herald to bring this good news to Scotland in the 4th century, Whithorn having been born in Cumbria, having gone to Rome, been ordained a bishop and sent back to his own people, or slightly north to Scotland, as an evangelist. Father, and that went on, goes on, but from then until our time, and it is a wonderful coincidence that today is exactly 10 years since Pope Benedict came to Scotland. And he came as an evangelist. And I'd like to quote just a couple of sentences from a talk, a discourse he gave in the presence of the Queen at Holyrood. And he said this: "The name of Holyrood House, Your Majesty's official residence in Scotland, recalls the Holy Cross," Holyrood means cross, "and points to the deep Christian roots that are still present in every layer of British life. The monarchs of England and Scotland have been Christians from very early times and include outstanding saints like Edward the Confessor in England and Margaret of Scotland." Well, that evangelizing has gone on and goes on. When Father Keith and I were ordained deacon, in his case on the way to the priesthood, in my case staying with a diaconate at the end of the rite of ordination, these beautiful words were given to us when the gospel book was handed over to us. "Receive the gospel of Christ, whose herald you now are. Believe what you read, teach what you believe, and practice what you teach." But it's not only bishops, priests, deacons who evangelize. All of us evangelize through our lives and also through our words. So let us pray once again to the Lord of the harvest to send more evangelists.